1 o'clock. Hello, Hays County. I come to you today from our historic courthouse in a weekly address, 1 o'clock, to remind you folks that COVID is still on the prowl. And it's 1 o'clock. Hello, Hays County. I come to you today from our historic courthouse in a weekly address, 1 o'clock, to remind you folks that COVID is still on the prowl. We are still staying on heavy and strong towards our response as a county. And with this effort, I will share with you some of the things that have gone on. Last week was our first week of dispensing the vaccines that the state issued us. And already yesterday, we released I'll call it a soft release of the portal to register. We're calling it a pre-registration to the vaccine. Since we are only receiving 1,950 doses at a time, we have confirmed our third delivery of those doses that will be dispensed Monday and Tuesday in Wimberley. The following week, they will be dispensed in Dripping Springs. We are circulating through the county so that everyone in the major population spaces has an opportunity to be closer to it. As more vaccines become available, we will start to reach out further into the communities in micro-granulated efforts. What we need to do to reach our vulnerable population, trust me, mark my words, we will do it. But so far, just last night, we've opened up our portal softly, and the place it was opened up at was haysinformed.com. You can go there now, and it is a pre-registration portal, and what that will do is put your name in. Specifically, we're looking for 1As and 1Bs to go on to that portal and register. But since last night, we just barely opened it, and already in the 1A category, we have captured 3,000 pre-registrations, and in the 1B category, we have captured 16,000. And that's without publicizing it aggressively. That is just with soft notifications so that we don't alert the entire state all at once. We still depend heavily on volunteers because this is really just the very beginning of a vaccine effort. If you're interested in helping us as a volunteer to vaccinate our community, I invite you to go to this website, hayscountyscert.com. There you will be prompted, you'll sign up, and you will help us to vaccinate, because the two vaccination sites we have had, one at the San Marcos High School and one at the Hays Consolidated Independent School District Performing Arts Center, they have both gone off without a hitch. Everyone walking out of, I'll say everyone, but everyone I talked to walking out of those events were exceptionally complimentary of all the volunteers, of all the professional medical response team, the first responders, and our emergency response team. They were all an integral part of this process. There's no way this goes on without you. We need you. We also need your patience. We need your understanding. And understand that we also still have text. You can text COVID to 844-928-3213. And there you will also receive alerts. It is one of the many ways we are communicating with the community. We're communicating through the county's official Facebook page, the website, my county judge's Facebook page, Twitter accounts, through television, through print, through all the different papers in the region, and through text alerts. And we also have other folks reaching out to our office, and Anita Collins is helping them. We have all hands on deck, and we continue to work towards providing you all the information that is necessary. Today is Friday, so next week we will open a phone portal. And what that phone portal will do is it will help to get those that don't have access to the internet an opportunity to get help registering, pre-registering for the vaccination efforts. So that will be open next week, and signing up for those alerts and all the other things I've described are just some of the ways that you can hear about these events as they unfold. The other part of this is the responsibility that we each have to one another. My biggest hope is that those folks that live next door to you, or you are related to, or are friends of yours, that don't communicate or receive any form of communication, I simply ask that you, in a responsible manner, reach out to them so that we leave no stone unturned, and so that we may continue to reach everyone in our community, because as we know, the most vulnerable are the ones that we will most likely have a little more difficulty reaching. So I ask you, watching this avenue, to reach out to those that you know. This is what I am asking of you to do for our community. It is very important that you step in that capacity. Friday, just a week ago, we had opened our portal, and more than 70,000 people reached in trying to capture those 1,950 vaccines statewide within minutes of the portal opening. It was I'm giving you a rear view mirror approach for a moment. It was a very stressful time for those trying to get on. It was a very stressful time for all of our volunteers answering the phone. It was a very stressful time for everyone involved, and that affected all, far and wide. We wished that portal process would not have unfolded as it did, because unfortunately we do have a national shortage of vaccines and statewide shortage, and it doesn't stop at the county line. And we had folks from all over the state reaching in, trying to grab those 1,900 vaccines. You can't blame them. They're trying their very best for their loved ones. And so we can't be aggressive about it, but I will tell you that the vaccines that have been coming into Hays County, 1,950, a big majority of those have not been going to Hays County residents. So I ask for your help on that front. Reach out to anyone at a state level and above. Reach out to anyone you know, or any number you want to Google, state rep, state senator, Department of State Health Services, the governor's office. Reach out to them and let them know that we are very interested in their help in dialing up these trickles of vaccines that we're receiving. I think that would be a very good use of your time in an effort. If you find you want to do that, we would be grateful for the effort. Calling us about more vaccines, it's like moving a dollar from one pocket to the other pocket of your pants. We are on the same team, we're in the same footprint, and we're pushing for the same thing. So if you want to help us bring more vaccines to our community, I ask that you reach outside of Hays County to the capital. And that would be a very productive, I feel most productive effort in reaching out for help. So the pre-registration portal is up. If you go to our page, I've addressed the email address, the website address. And so the next question that I've been receiving is, how will I know if I will be receiving the Monday, Tuesday vaccination in Wimberley? We will have an email sent to you. We will email you based on the email you registered with to let you know later today that you have been chosen, selected, screened for a vaccine on Monday or Tuesday with the time and all the other particulars. So you don't receive at this time, you don't receive a confirmation that you are registered. Just know that the system has been designed very simply, deliberately, so that you can move through it efficiently and store the information. And as soon as your number is up, the professionals from our county's emergency response team will reach out to you via email. Again, you can sign up for text alerts as they continue to change. You can go to our county website for updated information and all the other avenues that I've described. Just remember one more thing. When you sign up for this pre-registration, it's not guaranteeing you a vaccination Monday or Tuesday of this coming week. It is a pre-registration portal. It is putting you in queue We are going to sift through them to make sure we secure, as the state has guided, 1As and 1Bs. Those are our priorities, direction by the state that we're going to continue to follow. Just as soon and as quick as we have those taken care of, and the state says ready for the next tier, we will open it up to the next tier. So we will work on continued efficiencies based on the coordination from the state. I will continue to push for more vaccines at every turn, at every level for us here in Hays County. But just know that as long as we have vaccines here in Hays County, someone registers for them outside of the county, it is against the law for us to refuse them access to the vaccine. There is a myriad of complexities tied to this public health care pandemic and how we address it. And so, although some answers may feel or seem simple and straightforward, their overall process may also look counterintuitive, but just know, rest assured, we have all hands on deck. We are pushing forward in the most efficient and complete manner so that the vulnerable population, our target audience, in this stage of vaccinations doesn't get left behind. Thank you.